Nothing goes together like the Heat and Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. You look at the Rockets. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. We've got Okafor, Harden out there with Thomas. Then there's Nene, and it's Covington in the small forward position. 5 on the clock. Harden can't hit. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh. Last year had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Now, here's Rose. Harden missing his last shot. Begovic with a screen. Good ball movement here by Miami. And that one's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Pass to Okafor. Kicks it to Thomas. No one near him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Rose. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Now here's Thomas, following the miss by Chris Bosh. He lobs it up. Thomas with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Nene kicks to Covington. Pass to Harden. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Begovic. Can't get it to go. So Houston will take it the other way. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The three from Harden. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Miami trailing. And here's Rose. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Thomas got his second bucket of the game to go. They set the pick to the left side wing. The wide open look here for Bosh. Drains the three-pointer. Bosh has got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Harden against Kid Gilchrist. Harden dishes to Nene. Launches a 3. Harden missing again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Rose passes to Bosh. Rose goes in for 3. Fournier. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Thomas kicks to Harden. Got a hand on it. And it's the Heat on the break. Kid Gilchrist with it. Now Okafor defending. Bosch against Nene. Bosch dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Bosch. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Harden, no good.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And it's Rose penetrating. Fournier for 3. The rebound by Harden. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Rose kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Rose. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Heat. Clarkson comes in for Derrick Rose. Here's Fournier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The feed to Clarkson. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Houston. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Fournier pass to Bosch. Shot is no good. So Houston will take it the other way. Thomas dishes to Harden. And he dunks it in right on Chris Bosch. Oh, man.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
The 15-footer. Nice touch on the bank shot. Bosch has got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
For the Rockets, Moniunas comes in for Nene. And it's Alan Crabb in for Robert Covington. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harden kicks to Moniunas. Here's the 3. And that one's good. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
The 3 from Bosch. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Outside Thomas. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Crab tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the wash to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Thomas gets to Motiejunas. Buries it from three-point range. Motiejunas has got 6. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
There's a screen by Motiejunas. It's blocked. Now Haslam still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Right side Bosch. From close range. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. And it's a 3-point Heat lead.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Outside Thomas. From outside the arc. It's stolen by Haslam. Timeout called the Heat. Mark, last season we saw Motiejunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
A different look for Miami. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Bosch. Steve Novak comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Sessions subbed in for Evan Fournier. McGarry's checked in for Houston. Udrich comes in for Isaiah Thomas. Sessions passes to Haslam. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
And Motiejunas actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Here's Udrich on the wing. Harden lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Harden's got 10 points in the game.
And Motiejunas is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Now Sessions, after Motiejunas' three-pointer wouldn't go. Passes it to Clarkson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Rockets trailed by 5. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Crab dishes to Motiejunas. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here we go, one-on-one. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Offline with his 3. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And the second free throw, good. He kicks it to Haslam. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. And the Heat lead by 6.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 6. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Miami.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And guys, add to that the fact that they have really done a great job of attacking the ball handler with their defensive pressure and forcing turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Houston, Allen Crabbe out there with Nene. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Udrih. And it's McGarry in the center position. Rockets trail by 8. Crabbe kicks to Udrih. Dishes it to Bazemore. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Udrih. Let's go. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. O'Neal inside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Crabbe. Sessions with the rebound. Miami leading by 8. Out left to the wing. Novak, that's for 2. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Sessions has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
To the left wing. Now the dish to Novak. From downtown. Another shot. O'Neal misses. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Udrih. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points. That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Clarkson. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Clarkson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Haslam screen. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Here's O'Neal. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the game's getting bigger, going international. But at least in the U.S., it really seems the game is going indoors. Back in the day, the legends of the game still played on the blacktop. That's becoming a thing of the past.
And the Rockets making a change here. Covington's checked in. And speaking, Clark, of playground basketball, why do you think that is, that the players are going indoors?
Well, I think one reason is playing on hardwood is nicer. It's easier on your joints and safer overall. The game has changed and it's big business now, but there are still plenty of weekend warriors who get their hoop on outside.
And it's the Heat on the break. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Sessions kicks to Clarkson. Here's O'Neal. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
O'Neal hits them both.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now Udrich. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bazemore passes to Udrich. Nene into the lane. The shot from 20 feet away. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Udrich. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now here's Sessions. Screen by O'Neal. Clarkson up top. High arcing shot. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Udrich dishes to Bazemore. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
The Rockets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Novak outside. Cannot hit. And it's Houston the other way.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
They set the screen. The baseline J. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Bazemore.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role play.
Yeah, he really is. And you know, you can have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there,
right?
And you're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
The Heat leading by 11. Screen by O'Neal. Sessions with it. Now Thomas defending. The pass to Clarkson. Floats one. The rebound by McGarry.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
Now a timeout called by Houston. The Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And then for Houston, Okafor's checked in, and it's Motiejunas in for Nene. And Thomas, here we go. Missed inside. The Heat leading by 11. Rose with the ball. Bosch the screen. Heat moving the ball around. Uncovered. Rockets with the rebound.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Here's Harden. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to the Pelicans. Outside Rose. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
That's his first personal foul.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Nice job coming off that screen. And that's now 18 points for Chris Bosh.
Boy, how about that screen by Michael Kidd-Gilchrist?
Thomas kicks to Covington. Back to Thomas. There's the screen. Picked by Okafor. Harden has a wide open look. Again, the miss by Harden.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And here's Bosh for three. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 21 points for Chris Bosh.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Here's Moniunas. It's blocked. And here's Rose. He has 7. Bosh, the screen. Pass to Fournier. The tray. Moniunas grabs the miss. Rockets trail by 16. It's Harden with the drive.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
And that one's good. Pekovic. And the Heat lead by 16. Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Thomas passes to Moniunas. Back to Thomas. From past the arc. And it's sent back by Bosh.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And maybe shying away from contact a bit too, Greg. I mean, their free throw attempts are also down from the first quarter.
Moniunas against Bosh. Moniunas, no luck.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Kicks it to Fournier. A 3 ball. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Houston.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Rockets trail by 21. Here is Thomas. He's got 6. Harden outside. Floats one up. Pekovic with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
5 on the clock. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Harden.
James Harden.
Drops in the layup for 2. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Pekovic. Good on the short little jump shot. Pekovic has got his second bucket. Here is Harden. 15 points in the game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Stolen by Bosch. 3 on 3. Fournier dishes to Pekovic. He feeds it to Bosch. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Covington with the bucket.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Now Rose. He's got 7. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Heat out front, ending the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Give it up for your Heat.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
It's been a solid outing for Bosh. 25 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
Heat foul.
Chris Bosh is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Rose. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Pekovic in at center. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Now here's Rose. Down low. The shot by Bosh. And off the front, and in it goes. Bosh has got 27.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Thomas. The shot is off. Now the Heat take it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Rockets trail by 19. Covington kicks to Thomas. Pass to Covington. He dishes it to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Nene. And stolen by Pekovic to the middle.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Nene, the screen. And there's Thomas with the 3. The Rockets with another miss.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Bosch, the screen. Out to the wing. They set the pick. The Heat need to get a shot off. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Pekovic. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Covington. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You look at what Covington has done so far. 9 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Good on the second free throw. Miami leading by 20. Bosch, the screen. Rose attacking. Top of the key. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Thomas passes to Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Three minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Bosch heads the pick for Rose. In the corner, it's Pekovic. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Fournier, guarded by Harden. 3 on the clock. Pekovic lays it in without an inch of room around him. Pekovic has got 6.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him. Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Rockets trail by 21. Harden with it. 15 points in the game. Over to the wing. And here's Covington from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Rose against Thomas. Rose attacking. Outside Bosch. And again, Miami with the triple.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Here's Thomas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Nikola Pekovic.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Rose against Thomas. Rose dishes to Fournier. Pekovic with the screen for Rose. Right wing. Here's Fournier. That one wide left. Rockets trail by 19. Here's Covington. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce. at attacking the defense.
Here's Rose. 7 points in the game. Begovic with a screen. Fournier for 3. And the rebound goes to Nene. Nene's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Timeout call for the Heat.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots, looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Bosch, the screen. Here's the screen. Here's Clarkson. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Clarkson's got 8.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Moniunas. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. He's got 8.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Udrih. Now the feed to Bosch. And Fournier kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And that one is stuffed right through.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Harden the pass to Crabbe. He kicks it to McGarry. And here's Harden for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. Pass to Fournier. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Crabbe. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Udrih. The offensive rebound. Here's Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 20 points.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Bosch, the screen. Clarkson kicks to Bosch. Moniunas grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Well, guys, James Harden, quite possibly the most devastating rim attacker in the league today, just refuses to slow down when Clark is going right at the basket.
Yeah, he's got it all, Kevin. I mean, he's so thick and strong and has deceptive moves and explosiveness. When he gets inside, he's scoring or you're fouling.
6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Kid Gilchrist.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Crabbe kicks to Harden. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Shots good by Clarkson.
And when you're defending Harden, it really is a pick-your-poison situation. I mean, we talked about his driving, but you can't gap him because he's also a very good shooter and passer. So that double team that you want to provide as well, he's real good at finding that open man.
Here's Yunus. Rebound by the Heat. Bosch has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
And the Heat call time here.
And guys, another thing about Harden, he draws so much attention defensively. So even when he misses around the rim, oftentimes it's going to create offensive rebound opportunities for the Rockets. So he takes the whole defense with him.
And the Heat with some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Bosch. Steve Novak comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Sessions subbed in for Fournier. And then for Houston, Ken Bazemore comes in for James Harden. And Thomas subbed in for Udrih. O'Neal is screen on Thomas. Right wing. Here's Clarkson. And the shot falls short this time.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
It's stolen by Sessions. Haslam a screen. Sessions dishes to Novak. Again, the miss by the Heat. Outside Thomas. Yunus has the open look. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And Sessions kicks to Novak. Haslam the pass to Novak. O'Neal is screen on Thomas. Sessions dishes to O'Neal. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. O'Neal's got 5 points so far.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
There's a screen by Yunus. Thomas kicks to Yunus. Dishes it to Crabbe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. Rebound by the Heat. Haslam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Sessions passes to Haslam. Novak dishes to O'Neal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
They set the pick. Feeds to Crabbe. The dish now to Bazemore. Houston moving it around. Here's Yunus. And he slams it one-handed.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
Here's Clarkson. And no good trying to get that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat out front, leading by 14. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 14. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Allen Crabbe. McGarry out there with Nene. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's Bazemore at the 2. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Sessions. O'Neal a screen on Thomas. The pass to Haslam. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Haslam's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Miami. Now Thomas. Nene outside. Pass to Crab. Shot clock at 6. Bazemore misses. The Heat leading by 16. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Haslam a screen. And Sessions kicks to Clarkson. To the wing right side. McGarry with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Crab. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
The Heat shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Screen by O'Neal. Clarkson dishes to Haslam. Lets it go from deep. The shot is off. And Houston the other way now. Outside Thomas. Thomas a screen. Here's Crab. No good with the triple.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And that one's good. And the Heat lead by 17.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Sessions against Thomas. Nene outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Crab. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down. The Heat leading by 17. Now here's Sessions. Haslam a screen. Kicks to Nova. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And oh, here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. Finished off the break.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And Sessions kicks to O'Neal. Shot left block. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Clark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
Yeah, definitely not, guys. Not with all the time that's still left in this game.
And the shot is good.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Sessions passes to Novak. Inside. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Thomas with the ball. He feeds it to Crab. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
No good on the free throw. The Heat making a switch here. Acey's checked in. And he sinks the second. And here's Sessions. Out to the right wing. Clarkson dishes to Acey. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Thomas. He dishes it to Crabb. Bazemore inside the three-point line. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Can't quite put my finger on it, but something gave them a jolt, and now they're knocking down everything. We got some fireworks in store for us down the stretch.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jermaine O'Neal. That's his first foul. Sessions against Thomas. Off target with his three. The Heat leading by 9. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Nene. Looking to end the drought. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He has 15 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Okafor's checked in, and Robert Covington subbed in for Allen Cram. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
At the line for 2. Rockets call timeout. Okay, Miami, now coming out of the corner.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Chris Bosh really making a difference here.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Leno Udrich, he's checked in for Houston. And Rose throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
That free throw good from Nene. And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, it came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's very good.
And then Okafor slams it in. The Heat leading by 9. Outside Rose. It's Begovic atop the key. Tipped away. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Asks a kid Gilchrist. 4 on the clock. Rose kicks to Bosh. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal.
And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
Here's Harden. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Fournier for 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Udrich, the pass to Covington. The shot by Nene, no good.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, his scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's Covington, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that 2-hand. And talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of 4s like that on draft night.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Chris Bosh really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Houston making some changes. Monty Eunice is checked in for Nene. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Udrich.
Isaiah Thomas.
And here are the Rockets now. 11-point game. And Thomas, here we go. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. The feed to Bosh. To the right side. Rose against Harden. Rose dishes to Pekovic. Fournier for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thomas with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Harden gets to Monty Eunice. Poke loose. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Harden against Rose. Bosh up on top. Shot clock at 5. Fade away. And there's another one for the Heat.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that hot top fade.
It's Harden with the drive. The shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. A minute 42 left in the fourth. He kicks it to Fournier. Here's Pekovic. The layup missed.
Well, smooth around the rim definitely is not the word I'd use to describe him. He's got some rough edges to it. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And Harden comes to help. Rose against Thomas. Rose passes to Kid Gilchrist. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bosch dishes to Rose. Back to Bosch. From outside the arc. And that one's good. Bosch has got 9 points in the quarter.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Miami.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Bosch. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Here's Rose. Passes it to Fournier. Back to Rose. And Fournier kicks to Rose. Pekovic with the screen for Rose. The shot's good from Fournier.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.